Twitter, hashtag NBA. If AD goes to the Lakers, who else will go to the Lakers?
If AD goes to the Lakers, who else will go to the Lakers? Jimmy Butler is the number one candidate that sticks out in my mind. Maybe Kyrie Irving kind of starts to turn away from Brooklyn, even though the Boston Herald does say that he is headed to the Nets. So I wouldn't hold your breath on Kyrie for the Lakers. But this next question from Sam Lee has more to do with Kyrie Irving. What do you think will happen with him? Look, all reports, all signs are pointing to him going to the Brooklyn Nets, and I like it. I like him in Brooklyn. Start building something there. He becomes the guy with the Nets.
All right, Chris Jones, now that the finals are over, could we see an AD trade tomorrow? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope we do. I don't want to go a day without NBA stuff going on. Give me an AD trade tomorrow. So, yeah, I'd say the next 24 to 48 hours is very likely that it could happen.
All right, Matthew plays, where do you think KD will go this free agency? I'm leaning towards the Knicks right now.
Yeah, I think Knicks have the edge. I would give it about a 60-40 edge over the Warriors, who just lost the NBA Finals.
All right, from Whoa Udi, do you think the Raptors were going to win tonight? You did. I thought Golden State was going to win. I will make note, though, it definitely changes once Klay Thompson goes out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things changed. I had the Raptors winning. I didn't have them winning this way with Kawhi going down. I did predict the score to be 114-102. Raptors hit that 114, but...
All right, next up from Brandon Sutherland, will Jimmy Butler stay with the 76ers? What do you make of that one?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he gets the max from Philadelphia and stays there, and I think it's a good move by him and by the Sixers.
All right, from Thon Villegas, is Destiny to become a champion of the Raptors? It felt like a team of destiny there.
Yeah. You watch them win, or you watch them play throughout the playoffs, and the team that nobody really expected, kind of that dark horse team, and they pulled it out, and it's super awesome to see as they hoist the Larry O'Brien trophy.
All right, from Revan Hadel, now that the Raptors won their first championship, does that mean the Jazz and the Nuggets are up next? That'd be fun, right?
Sure. This could be the end of super teams as we know it, so potentially some dark horse teams start to slip in. Now, the Jazz and Nuggets up next, I don't know. Next year, who's the favorite? Man, if Toronto brings back this same team and adds a couple players off the bench, it's Toronto, I guess.
I'll make a little note here. Coming in from Woj as we relate to the Raptors, the Wizards are going to offer Raptors, I don't know, GM might not be the right term there, Masai Ujiri, is that how you pronounce that last name? A $10 million deal to work for the Wizards and be their front office czar / GM there.
Hey, Woj, can you take a break? Can we go a couple minutes here with just enjoy the trophy?
So that's your update for the Raptors. Woj just trying to totally cuck Toronto right now and take away their front office legend. All right, Johnny says, Jimmy and Tom, great job, guys. Thank you, Johnny. We appreciate it. Hope you are subscribed. Hope all of you guys subscribe tonight. We are at 111 subscribers right there.
Good job,
112?
Good job to my co-host here with Tom, but
12?
Our producer from behind the screen,
Tad did a great job too.
Has had a great
shout
night
out Tad
as well. Everybody, cheers to Tad here.
Bennett Murray, who is the biggest steal of free agency? Who you got in mind there? Brogdon, if he hits the open, he's gonna be expensive.
Malcolm Brogdon?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be expensive.
If Brogdon goes less than 18 mil, I'd say Malcolm Brogdon. But there's gonna be some guy. Maybe Vucevic goes for less than the max, which I think would be dumb. I think he should be a max guy, but potentially he doesn't because centers are not in high demand right now.
All right, from Exposed Blackout 101. Sounds like a night for Dylan Tippett. Who do y'all think will be the next NBA champions? I need to see what the offseason looks like. The NBA changes so drastically from year to year. I need to see what happens in the offseason. I want to see what the Warriors do, what the Raptors do, what maybe a team like the Nets or the Lakers do. So come back for now. But Toronto, you're on a high. I'll go with you for now.
Sure, Toronto's my favorite.
There you go. All right, from Heist, we'll go to some other questions here as well. From Ryan, when will the AD trade go down? I think before the NBA draft.
Sure. I'll say this weekend. It's recording this on a Thursday, so Friday night to Saturday or Sunday, I would say it goes down.
And if it does happen, someone will be live here on Chat Sports.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to make it happen for you. All right, from Jaden Go, or God, let me know how it's pronounced there. Will Zion and RJ play together? That would require the Pelicans to get a top 3 pick, 2 of them. I don't know if they're going to get number 3 or even number 2. So I'm going to go with no.
I'll lean no, but if
It's possible.
if the Knicks, if all of a sudden they start to like their offer, or maybe the Lakers pull back on what they're offering, or Boston, then sure, but I'll say no. They've also already played together, so you've seen it happen.
All right, from C7 Mixes, will Boogie ever win a ring?
Yeah, I think Boogie by the end of his career
Yeah, that's rough. I feel bad for him.
a ring-chasing type guy. I mean, in the middle of his career, he's already chasing rings with the Warriors, so wait on it. Future ring winner. From the Naughty Boy says, hashtag NBA, do you believe the Claw will stay in Toronto? I do.
I think he has to stay.
I bump it up to an 85% chance he stays in Toronto this summer.
I would be very disappointed if he left Toronto.
I would be disappointed, but also nothing would surprise me.
And also at this point, if you're Toronto and he leaves, like obviously you're upset and you're disappointed, but you're like, you know what? Trade worked out. We won the NBA Finals. Who cares what happens now? Everything else is just like bonuses and gravy at this point.
Yeah.
And I do love some good gravy there. By the way, Kawhi, of course, is your NBA Finals MVP.
They got the claw up for him. That's the claw sign right there.
Yeah.
So
let's see if he smiles and shows emotion since he is a robot. All right, Revan Adel, what about the Timberwolves? What do you think of them, Jimmy?
what about the Timberwolves? Karl-Anthony Towns is fun. You got to get some talent around the guy. Get him a real point guard. I don't like Jeff Teague. And get him shooters. Put shooters around him, and he'll be fine. I think Towns has the potential to be a top 3 center in this league. So maybe he can push them into the next level.
All right, Bennett Murray has been a watcher for a while here. Who do you think will be the 2 through 5 picks in the draft? I think we're in agreement. John Morant, R.J. Barrett are 2 and 3 respectively. 4 and 5, I think, is so dependent on what happens with that number 4 overall pick. Does it stick with the Lakers? If so, I think it's Darius Garland. If it goes to the Pelicans, maybe it's not Garland. Maybe it's a wing. If it gets sent to an unnamed third team, like the Bulls or the Wizards, maybe it's back to Garland again, or maybe it's Jarrett Culver or Hunter.
I think Kobe White would be the pick for the Bulls there. I think they like him better than Darius Garland personally.
All right, so
5 though, Jarrett Culver should be.
Well, Bennett, best way to find out, make sure you're subscribed. I'll put the link in the chat for you guys too. But make sure you're subscribed. We will be live for the NBA draft. And much like the NFL draft, we have the picks before the major networks show it on air. So if you want to get the picks in first and you're watching it, right here, youtube.com/chatsportstv. We are now over 100, or 111,148. 111, 148 there. So big numbers tonight, folks. All right, from Jagdeep Malai, if Klay, KD, and Cousins leave, will they win a championship? No.
They might not even win a championship if just KD leaves.
Yeah, I think Klay's staying, but that is very interesting to me how that ends up happening there.
Yeah.
Like, if that goes down, Warriors, press F in the chat for the end of their dynasty.
I'll press F right
now. All right, shout out Kawhi Leonard, by the way, who has ended, or at least had a big indication of ending three dynasties, the Heat, the Warriors, and the Spurs. All right, Brandon Sutherland, who will win MVP next year? You going with Giannis again?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, I think that's fair. It's tough for them to win back-to-back, but I mean, I think Giannis right now is trending so far upwards. Unless Kawhi plays all, or at least most of the games this year.
Oh, yeah. If he plays all season next year, he can be
in Toronto, of course.
But if Giannis gets a jump shot, game over.
All right, next up, LeBron, Kyrie, and AD tandem possible. It is, but I wouldn't bank on Kyrie. I think he's going to Brooklyn.
There's also a world in which LA doesn't end up with LeBron or AD, so prepare yourself.
Very true. All right, Beast and Samuel, do you think LeBron and Lakers will be a playoff team next year? I think they land Anthony Davis, so yes, I do.
Yeah, I agree. That's really all you got to say about that.
All right, so that's a good question there, Beats. Keep them coming using hashtag NBA to get them up here on the screen for our little Q&A here and the wrap-up of the Raptors winning the NBA Finals. People asking who won, it's at the bottom of your screen. Raptors won 114-110. All right, Dylan Floyd, if KD didn't have an injury fall upon him, could the score have been different? Absolutely. But you know what? This is life in sports. No one is ever fully healthy. I mean, the Warriors have benefited from this. Kawhi got hurt in the Western Conference Finals one time. Kevin Love and Kyrie got hurt.
Yep.
So, injuries happen, and I've seen the take on social media. I think it's trash.
I think it is too.
Toronto earned this NBA Finals. It's not a meaningless championship. The fans were not rather thinking these 2 games were awesome.
Incredible.
These were some of the best final games I've seen in quite some time, down to the wire in both of them. For the Raptors to clinch, it could have been different. Welcome to the NBA. All right. All right, John Dab, how about the Rockets, question mark? What do you make of them?
I don't like them. I don't like what they have over in Houston. James Harden, aging. Chris Paul, useless. Clint Capella's a nice piece, but he's not going to help you win a ton of games compared to what you could have. And then they have no depth. So, time to make some changes in Houston. Keep James Harden, build around him.
Yep. All right, from Jericho, LeBron is still going to be the king. He's still king, but sometimes kings get older.
Yeah, he's going to age. Still win quite a handful of games, hopefully. I want to see LeBron back in the playoffs next year.
I absolutely do. All right, from Surly, it's really a Fortnite player there. Do you think Zion will go to the Pelicans and Anthony Davis will change his mind to stay? No, that ship done sailed. It ain't happening. He's gone. He's absolutely gone. All right, Beast wants to know, what's your favorite NBA team? Also, in the comments, chime in. Well, what do you have for me there?
Dallas Mavericks, baby. Born and raised in Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki fan all the way till his bitter retirement, in which I cried my eyes out like a little baby. Can't wait to watch Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis on the court next year.
All right, from Luka, not that Luka Joni. Are you guys happy about Toronto winning their first finals? I mean, I don't have rooting interests either way, and I certainly don't root against teams, but I think it's awesome for Toronto. Just as as a casual, neutral, observer, Toronto winning their first finals is awesome. And yes, KD got hurt, and yes, Klay got hurt. Whatever. Welcome to life in the NBA. Raptors win. I'm happy for Toronto. It makes a lot of sense.
Super, super happy.
Frankly, I'd rather see a new team win than another Warriors victory.
Right.
Just gets, kind of sitting there. All right, Furman Miller. What about the Pacers? I am intrigued what they do at the point guard spot.
Yeah,
I want to see what happens there.
I think with Victor Oladipo next year back and healthy, Pacers are back in the playoffs. Top 4 in the East potentially, even with Bojan Bogdanovic, Miles Turner, Domantas Sabonis, and hopefully a new point guard running the show there. But Oladipo is a special, special player. I like what Indiana is building.
All right, folks, from Kendall Pruitt, will the Lakers make the finals next year? I mean, I'm going to lean towards no.
Pump the brakes.
But I kind of want to see what happens in the offseason there, you know?
Hey, what do you think DeMar DeRozan's doing right now?
He's probably pretty sad, honestly.
He's probably listening to Marvin's Room.
I cannot believe he just brought that up there. Look, DeMar, honestly, give him an honorary ring.
Yeah.
I don't care he didn't play for them this year. Give him an honorary ring.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did that.
Look, DeMar died for this, okay? Without DeMar DeRozan dying, the Raptors don't win an NBA Finals.
DeMar, I say it.
All right.
DeMar, I like it.
All right, from Iran de Guzman, will D Rose play this season?
Yeah, he had a great year last year for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, go figure, right?
He
Under the
did.
radar because the T.O.s were pretty bad. But
yeah, 6th man of the year candidate. So, not really, but he could have been. So, yeah, D Rose will be back in the NBA next year, and I hope he is. I'll cheer for him all the way. Last one here. Next one here from Bawana Beast. #NBA. Should AD shave his unibrow when he goes to a new team?
It's too late for that.
Nope.
He is always and forever the brow.
Yeah.
That is who he is. That is his outcome there. I think that is what he needs to end up sticking with in the end. So chime in there again, a little bit more in depth here about Anthony Davis and what you think will happen there.
I truly believe a deal gets done with the Los Angeles Lakers within the next couple of days, at least before the NBA draft. I think the Lakers end up lowballing them, and they get a little less for Anthony Davis than people expect. So watch out for that.